In today's society, it is not enough to simply hope that our days will carry on as normal and that everything will be all right. Our world has become one where we question our children's safety as they stroll through the school doors, or where a simple task such as getting gas or groceries can turn into a tragedy, and where the idea of walking on the street at night brings a sense of fear. It is for these reasons, and many others, that I will be discussing the matter of protecting yourself through the understanding of making your safety your responsibility, providing accurate and up-to-date statistics on local and national crime rates, and discussing the options that are available to everyone to take up in order to stay safe. My hope is that after today, you truly take the time to evaluate your surroundings and make the right choice of becoming your own protector. Allow me, if you will, to begin with a story. Now, the names of the individuals in this story have been changed for the safety of the individuals, but the events are true incidents that did happen to these individuals. A young woman, whom we will call Stacy, was your typical college student. She went to class, socialized with her peers, disliked group projects just as all of us do, and overall was a good person. What Stacy didn't know was that she was about to be in the most dangerous situation of her life. You see, there was someone else who knew these things about Stacy. Someone whom she didn't really notice, who blended in the background, who was practically invisible until they made themselves known. This individual we shall call Trevor. Trevor really liked Stacy. But Trevor's liking wasn't a simple admiration. It was an obsession. Whether you like the idea of having to be aware of your surroundings and situations at all times or not, is the truth of today. There is no Superman. There is no guarantee someone else will save you. We are responsible for our own safety. Gavin de Becker, author of The Gift of Fear, Survival Signals That Protect Us from Violence, perfectly states this by saying, "Believing that others will react as we would is the single most dangerous myth of intervention." To understand the need for our self-protection, let's take a look into the statistics of recent crime rates and reports that are broadcast on the daily news. In 2017, crime rates have decreased, luckily, by roughly 0.2%. 0.2% from the 2016 year. This, according to the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, is likely due to the fact that the figures on firearm purchases have shown to have double-digit increases recently. It is evident that many American citizens feel the need to protect themselves due to the events going on today. Among the various types of violent crime reported in the United States, aggravated assault is the most common, with a reporting rate of 65%. Nationwide, aggravated assault clearly indicates that the American people need to protect themselves. Again, a person cannot depend on the individual checking out in front of them at the grocery store or to be the one to stop a weapon brandishing burglary or shooting. According to the Salt Lake City Police and Neighborhood Scout, in Salt Lake City alone, a total number of 1,839 crimes reported were of a violent nature. This is a crime rate of 9.49% per 1,000 residents, a number that is all too high for our simple state. The chances of becoming a crime victim is estimated to be about 1 in every 105 people here in Salt Lake City. Just 2 days ago, KUTV2 News reported of a man being booked in for a late-night aggravated assault, and several days ago, a Starbucks employee was brutally attacked by a man to the point of hospitalization within the early hours of opening the store. The crimes on the dates in between aren't necessarily posted, but the fact that this is happening on the daily should make you wary of the world around you. You need to know that an attack can happen anywhere and at any time. To continue on with the story, Stacy was more cautious of her surroundings because of what recent news reports were saying. Being a single white young female is a stereotype often pursued in the attacks of stalkers. Trevor, however, knew Stacy's routes, what paths she walks to class, what days she rode the bus, what days she drove, and all of this knowledge allowed him to plan for the perfect time for his encounter, or, in his mindset, when he would have Stacy for himself. Even though crime rates are on the decline, it is important to take into consideration the options that are available to you in order to keep yourself and your loved ones safe. For some, this opportunity may come in the format of a martial art or self-defense class. Others may prefer a concealed carry course provided with the community. And for the rest, a book provides the insight needed to better enhance survival skills in a violent world. Let's start with the self-defense courses. The simplest way to express how an attack may go about comes from a quote from the Taktika Krav Maga Institute. It states, "You have to keep fighting, even if you are exhausted. Even if you are really hurt and maybe might die. Nobody's coming to help you. You only have yourself. Don't give in and don't give up." According to Maslow's hierarchy of human needs, safety is one of the most essential. Safety is 90% awareness, knowledge, self-esteem, confidence, and choice, as well as being 10% of strategy, de-escalation language, and physical defense tactics. All of these can be learned through a self-defense course. Whether it is the local karate school down the street or a specialized defense course for women. Taking these courses are life-changing and may in fact save yours later on down the road. Many practitioners, especially females, have found these skills helpful in real-life situations, such as the unneeded bar fight, or perhaps an unwanted grope in public place. The simple fact is that you do not have to tolerate incidents that push past your boundaries and set off your danger alarms, and the best method to let others know is sometimes to throw them in a Kimura lock. Another method of self-defense courses is to take part in a concealed carry class. Now, some of you hesitate with the thought of having a weapon strapped to your side as you go about your day. Some, I know, even dislike the idea of firing a gun. However, statistics show that on average, only 113 permit holders within the U.S. commit crimes with a firearm per year. Given that there are 16.3 permit holders in the U.S., is a relatively low number. The part that matters is adhering to the information provided within a concealed carry class. For some, taking multiple classes help them to ensure that they are a responsible concealed carrier. Approximately 3 million Americans carry a concealed weapon with them every single day, and out of these 3 million, roughly 5% of them mishandle their weapon due to not adhering to the class instruction. And even though, like many can carry a gun as a weapon, a concealed weapon doesn't necessarily need to be a gun. It can be something like a taser, a knife, or even a defense keychain such as a Kubotan. This is one that I carry with me at all times, especially since I fit the stereotypical description listed earlier. The pointed edge here can be used to grind against a body, or I can use it as a handle so my keys become my defense weapon. Carrying this simple tool and knowing how to use it, I know I feel safer when I have to walk to my car late at night after work. This type of keychain would have been beneficial to Stacy that night that Trevor followed her to her car after she got out of class. It would have made a great weapon to give her the time to get away and make it home safely. Unfortunately, however, this wasn't the case. But Stacy did do one thing that helped her this night. A couple weeks prior, Stacy had finished reading a book that ended up saving her life. The book is the one I had mentioned earlier, The Gift of Fear, Survival Signals That Protect Us from Violence, written by Gavin de Becker. If there's anything you do today after this presentation, I strongly encourage you to seek this book out and read it. Whether you buy it off Amazon, print it from the library, or download the digital audio copy, take the time and learn everything on the material within the pages. The tips provided could save your life. It is because of this book that Stacy realized Trevor had been stalking her a week prior and was able to call a security officer to observe her walking from the campus building to her car. It is because of that call that the officer was able to stop Trevor as he began his attack, and Trevor ended up being arrested for aggravated assault. It is because of this book that Stacy survived what could have been a tragedy and has helped other women to learn the survival skills of their own safety. Today, Stacy has since graduated from the university and has begun the pursuit of her career. She has joined a martial arts program within her community and has helped over 30 other women begin their journey on learning self-defense. To wrap up what we have brought to light, safety should be highly ranked on our priority list. Each and every one of us is responsible for our own safety. There is no one coming to save us, so we must protect ourselves. The evidence of crime rate shows that even though overall crime is decreasing, that aggravated assault is still more than half of all crimes reported. This alone should entice everyone to look into methods of self-defense, whether through taking a self-defense course, a concealed carry class, or simply reading a book full of survival skills. All of these opportunities are viable to making sure that you can make it home tonight. So go be safe rather than sorry. Go make sure that when danger knocks on your door, that you are prepared and that you will go home to your loved ones at night. Go take the class, carry the weapon, or read the book. For you never know when the time will come when your life will ride the line and you will have to do all you can to stay safe. To close off, I give you these final words given by Ronald Reagan. Self-defense is not only our right, it is our duty. Thank you.